name again?
This is Monet.
Monet. Great. Former.
She's in the intermediate program currently.
Oh, great.
So.
Cool. And where are we? Are we in St. Louis or where are we right now?
So we're in Edwardsville, Illinois.
Edwardsville, Illinois.
It's about 20 minutes outside of St. Louis.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, great.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, and then just holler if you have anything to say.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, go ahead and sit there. Okay, so we're gonna start with your actually standing up off to the side, and you're gonna put one hand over the other, and then you're gonna go ahead and sit and bend on down, and then roll on back. Connect your feet to the foot bar in your Pilates V. Heels are lifted and together. You're gonna inhale to press on out, and exhale to bend on in. And I'm just gonna adjust your heels just a little bit there. Inhale, press on out. Think about pressing into the feet and stretching the body away from that stance on the foot bar. And exhale. Good. Inhale, you can start to move a little quicker. Exhale to bend on in. 2 more. And exhale, last one.
Stephanie, you might try getting her toes down just a little bit lower.
Okay.
And then her heels up just a little bit higher.
Okay.
So she can push better.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Okay. And
just so she can push better. Yeah.
Does that help you push better? Okay. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. You're going to bend on in. Use your belly to pick up your feet. Move to the arches, and you want to cup around to that foot bar. Inhale to press on out. And exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale, bend on in. And then I want you to slide your feet over to the right just a little bit. There you go. Good. Inhale. Good. Keep reaching those heels under the foot bar as you bend on in, and then try to keep them nice and steady there as you press out. And you're pressing through the center of that arch. Good. Let's do 2 more. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Use your belly to pick up your feet. Move to the heels. Tops of the feet, all 10 toes back towards you. Inhale. Press on out. And exhale. Good. Keep trying to reach that pinky toe back just as much as your big toe, so that you've got an imaginary stance across both balls of the feet here. Good. Last 2. Good. Last one. And then bend on in. Move to the balls of the feet. Good. And then you're going to inhale, press all the way out. Stay out, and then really sequence and curl through the arches of the feet. Inhale to lift, stand on the balls, and then exhale. Really try to make those feet movable and malleable. Good. And exhale. Don't let the balls of the feet slide. Good. Let's do 3 more. And lift. And 2 more. Keep finding that press in the pinky toes. Good. Last one. Curling on under. Good. You're going to lift your heels, bend on in. You're going to slide off to one side to lower your foot bar. So our foot bars are a little bit different than yours, so we actually have to roll up to lower.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And you're going to go ahead and take your hands in the straps and prepare for hundreds.
I like how you don't have enough room to point your toes.
I know, the reformers slide a little bit, so they get a little crammed to the mirrors. We should have slid it back.
Pretty tall.
Inhale, yeah, and Monet's very tall. She's about 5'9".
5'11".
5'11".
Oh my gosh, okay, there you go.
Inhale to press into the straps to curl on up. Good, and then begin your pumping. Good, so you want to keep your imaginary stance on the foot bar and find that those legs are reaching long, but keeping them tight into the belly here, and pump big, like big vigorous pumps. Good. And that pumping is bringing flush to the body, bringing your air in and exhaling it out. Good. Inhale, big pumps, and exhale. Good. Keep reaching into those straps. You have 3 more breaths. And exhale. Good. 2 more. Good. And you want to find your big toe pressing just as much as your pinky toe, so don't let those feet sickle here. Good. And then you're going to go ahead and stretch the legs down as you reach those arms back up towards the ceiling. Take the straps in one hand, roll on up, drop 2 springs, your green and your blue. And then lay back down, put your headrest all the way flat. Arms go straight up towards the ceiling. Good. You're going to inhale, start press those arms down as the legs lift simultaneously, and then exhale, crawl all the way up and over. Good. Keep those feet lifted into the belly as you roll on down and really stand in the hands. Good. And then your sacrum hits, your arms lift. Inhale, press down. Exhale, crawl all the way up and over. Good. Keep that stance on the feet nice and even through the feet as you roll back down. So like you're pushing your foot bar away still. Good. Let's do one more. And exhale, crawl all the way up and over, standing in those palms and shoulders to push your foot bar away. Good, you bend on in, bend the elbows for coordination. Inhale, press, open, close, and exhale. Good, as your legs extend, try not to throw your whole body weight into the legs. So you're keeping your belly pulling back, that was better. Good. Inhale to press, keep that belly reaching back, exhale. Last one. Press, open, close, and exhale deep in the belly. And then rest on down. You're going to sweep your hands into one hand, or your handles into one hand, roll on up, drop the spring, flip around for rowings. Good, so your hands distance away from the edge, and you want to go ahead and press your feet out and open into the shoulder blocks. You're going to go ahead and inhale to roll on back. Open those arms, exhale, dive your head forward. Good, and find the lift of the arms, narrow your triceps, yep, and then find that to curl your spine as you sweep around. Good job. Connect your hands and roll straight back into your next one, so without sitting straight up, there you go, good. Open those arms, exhale, dive forward, and you're pressing into those straps to curl your spine as you sweep high and wide to come around. Last one here, you roll straight back into the next one.
And just so you know, that is kind of the archival version, that
Okay.
rolling straight back in instead of stopping in the middle.
Okay,
You know, like stopping in the middle is kind of the Romano version,
okay,
and not stopping in the middle is sort of the older version.
okay, so which do you
They're
guys
both-
prefer?
I would say, you know, the stop in the middle is kind of the one we've always taught,
Okay,
and the continuing one, we just do that when we're doing the archival version.
okay,
They're both correct.
okay, all right.
They're both
That's
correct,
good
yeah.
to know, good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so then go and flip into rowings 2. You're gonna inhale, so really like pull your hands into you a little bit more, and then send those arms up and back as you lean forward. Good. You press back, finding that lift of the triceps, and really narrow those triceps when those arms come back. Good. Flip into the strap, stack back up. Inhale, reach on up. Good. And then right here, narrow those triceps as you press up. Good. Just to find the back of that shoulder strength a little bit more. Nice. One more. Inhale.
And then look up here. Look up as you come up. Yeah, look up and then down. Yeah.
So
That
do
makes
you want
sense?
the eyes to follow the hands then?
A little bit, or at least keep looking up versus looking down.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, just kind of, yeah. They don't have to follow the hands, but they do follow the lift energy, maybe you'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, can we flip around and do one more of those? Just to practice that. So you're going to flip into those straps again here, and then you're inhaling to hinge on back, and then you
The elbows could be a little higher and the head a little lower. And look at your feet here.
look towards your feet, and then as your arms lift, you look up and lift up. Good. Was that better? Was that more what you
Yeah,
were looking for?
yeah. You know, and I guess maybe one of the reasons why Monet doesn't do that is just whatever the tightness is in the shoulders.
Yeah.
So you know, you just don't want to lift with your shoulders, just with your chest and your spine. And
Okay. All right.
yeah, go.
Around. You're going to take the straps on your thumbs. Legs are straight and together. Go ahead and find your bent arm position. Inhale to reach on up here, and then exhale, tap. Inhale up, and exhale, circle around. Good. And as you tap down, find the lift of the spine. You can keep moving. Inhale, and lift through the spine. Good. Finding that belly, and then exhale to circle around. Last one. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, find that lift of the spine. Keep it lifted as the arm circles. Flex those feet. Go ahead and stack on up nice and tall first, and then exhale to curl forward. Good. Inhale, lift your spine. Good. And then exhale, circle around.
And on this one, everybody kind of forgets the stop on this one.
So I was just about to ask about that. Stop with the arms at 90 and then reach into it. Okay.
You got it.
All right. Perfect.
The other one is also correct, but it's theoretically kind of more advanced.
Okay.
With the assumption that you really could reach your spine all the way out, but it kind of misses something. So I practice the stop in the middle one.
Okay. So you're going to exhale to curl and forward. Good. And then you're going to start to restack your spine and freeze your arms at 90, but your spine's going to come all the way up. Good. And then to finish your circle, I want you to reach your arms and your spine forward, like you're reaching out into the springs to lift up, not from your shoulders, but from your spine. There you go. Good. And last one, let's do one more. Okay. Good. So you're scooping your spine up and over, like you're pouring your spine into the spring. You're stacking back up. Relax those shoulders a little bit more. There you go. And then you're reaching your spine and your hands out onto that spring to lift up. So you should feel your belly kind of catch it there as you circle around. Very nice.
Nice job. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and flip into your handles, and we'll go ahead and do salute here. So I'm going to be kind of looking for that same thing. You can kind of keep moving as I'm talking, but relax your shoulder, down your back, and find the spring feeding all the way in through your triceps and your belly. Good. Inhale, relax those shoulders. Last one. Good. That's okay. Press out. Press out and stay in that out position. Good. Relax your shoulders down your back and find your belly a little bit more. Switch those legs and then open out for hug a tree. And I really want those triceps lifted here. So you're going to find that nice lift. Good. Inhale and then exhale to open. Good. And you're finding the shoulders relaxing down a little bit more and finding more of those triceps lifting. There you go. Good. Last one here. Very nice. Good. And then you can go ahead and hang up your straps and step off. You're going to grab your long box. Go ahead and add a spring for you. Our bar ran away, so I'm going to grab it. Okay, so we're going to start with swan. Do you want a pad? Okay. Go ahead and step on. Your feet are in Pilates, V. What's that?
You changed this.
Yes, I did. Good, so really take the toe ball junction into the front of that carriage. Good. And I'm going to give you some feedback here so that you remember to really stand into the feet. And you're going to inhale, start to lift on up. Good. Keep lifting. Try to keep that carriage closed as you lift. Yes. And then sweep the arms around, reach through your sternum as you press long through those legs, and then hover. Good, lift back up from that stretch of the belly stance in the feet. Good, try to keep it legs long here. Good, and then exhale, curl from that belly to bend back in. Nice.
And maybe again, Stephanie, just like in the first footwork that she was doing, and I was trying to get her feet a little bit into a better push.
Okay.
Right, so I would get her heels a little higher.
Okay.
So she could, you know when you do foot ankle on the low chair? Imagine you're doing foot ankle.
Okay.
Right, so you're not standing in your heel, you're standing in the ball of your foot more.
Your toe ball junction is still going to be on, but I want this like more forward. Yes, yeah. Okay. So would you say over the ball of the foot or forward of the ball of the foot?
Forward.
Forward. So I would do
Yeah, so you're actually, in your first footwork position, upside down, and you keep pushing with those feet.
Okay.
No weight in the heel.
Okay. So go ahead and try that.
Yeah, and stay up there and bend. Yeah, go back, go back, go back, go back. Why not? You can go back. There you go, Monet. Why not?
She's like, no, I can't.
Go back and touch the mirror behind you.
Keep the legs long here as you go. Good. Keep those heels reaching.
Go back. Keep going. Just go back. Go back. Keep going. Yes. Why not? And then stretch out. Yes.
Good. That was better.
Yeah, you're so strong. Why not?
Why not? All right, let's do one
Yeah.
last one.
Does that make sense? Like
Yes.
you're almost doing, you're not going to jump off the wood, right? But you are pushing into it so the energy is flowing around versus standing and moving backwards.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, so you feel like a Ferris wheel.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're like maybe even like a rocket engine that's going to make a circle, you know.
Yeah. All right,
And then if your feet are high and strong, it releases the back, and then the back can extend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it feel better?
It does.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's great. Go ahead and do one last one. So try to keep your carriage closed here. Yes. Keep it stable.
But heels up.
Reach this for, yes, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stay up.
and then
Stay
go.
up. Stay up. Now go all the way back. Just fall back. Fall.
Oh.
Yeah. Keep pushing with your
Good.
feet.
Try to keep
Yeah. And open
And then
those
your
arms
sternum
way back
goes
there
and
like
sternum
that.
goes.
That's gorgeous.
Nice.
And push.
Keep that forward. Push away.
And go all the way back. Go back faster. Go back. Go all the way back. Just go back. Just go back. Let your arms fall back. Let your arms even fall back. Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Ah, right.
Okay, pike on up, and you're gonna reach down, drop a spring. That was really pretty.
Thanks. I don't think I've ever
Yeah, that was wonderful.
She said, "I don't think I've ever been that far back."
No, and people fear it or resist it or think they're not supposed to, but you could go back and touch. I mean, Romano would put the high barrel like against a wall, and then you would go back and put your hands on the wall and walk down the wall.
Wow.
But you'd keep pushing with your feet to enable it.
Over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then somewhere along the way, everybody got a little nervous or something, you know?
Yeah.
You could go twice as fast, twice as far. Just keep your strong feet.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Okay, so your hands are going to go to the outside, and then you're going to go ahead and inhale, straight arms. Inhale to start your pull back through those arms as you lift the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Lift, 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 and you find your extension here, so this keeps feeding forward. Good. And then
Nice
exhale.
job.
To
I'd have her a little further back on her box. I know
So
that
is it at the corners of the arms?
top of the shoulder.
Top of the shoulder. Okay.
Yeah.
We made it.
But it might be small for her.
You're good,
And then
you're good.
because why? Because is that makes you have to hold your own legs up,
Okay.
right? Versus
Yeah.
kind of let them rest on the box.
Okay. That is true.
So especially when you're long like that, she has to hold those legs up.
So holding them up from, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's try it that way. Inhale.
And that activates the whole back line.
You reach, you reach, you reach, you reach, you reach. You come into your extension. Yep. It's like you're the bow of the boat. Good.
Nice job. And then just a little faster.
Okay.
Go up. Yeah.
Go ahead and go to T.
Still have a little pause, but yeah, that's right.
So I would take your hands out and grab it on the outside. Here, yeah. Yes. And then bring those arms out to a T position. Good. And I want you to think about, that wrap of the shoulders, wrap of the arms. And then for you, I want you to find more width through here. Yeah, so like don't let your traps and stuff take over. There you go. Inhale, pull on back, find your extension. There you go. And then exhale high and wide to come around. Good.
And see, so here's something. Get her arms higher to start. Take your arms up much higher behind you. Your armpits also.
So,
Yeah, and then palms flat to the mat. So she's turning her palms out a little bit, but you want to turn your shoulders out.
Okay.
So even
Right.
more than that.
Yeah, so it's here more than here.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I end up rotating my hand because I feel like it's
That's
taking
gonna
my shoulder.
Give you
Yeah.
your shoulder. Think about it vice versa then. So like start.
There you go. There you go. Palms flat, shoulders rotate a little bit.
And then think about your shoulders
Yeah.
rotating to pull your arms back.
Not your
Yep.
hands, not your hands, your shoulders.
Yeah.
More.
Nice. Keep
Oh,
going,
that's
keep going,
better.
keep going. And that's feeding you
Yeah,
forward.
and then
Nice.
high, yeah.
That was really nice. Can you do one more? Or you?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Start with your armpits a little higher. Not your hands so much, but your armpits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel the lift? And then keep lifting that.
Yeah.
Okay, and eyes up.
Keep
Eyes up. Eyes way up, way up, way up. and then back out again. That's better, right?
Yeah.
Questions, Stephanie, on that one at all?
No, that looks good. So it's just more the shoulder and the actual girdle rather than a hand thing. Okay, perfect.
Yep, you got it.
Cool. Go ahead and step off, and we'll do backstroke and teaser. Go ahead and add your red spring, and then you're going to be all the way to the end of the box here. Doing okay?
I always thought what would be so cool is, I'm surprised that Skype hasn't figured this out, but how can you record your Skype session?
Well, I actually have my phone recording our
Perfect.
session too. So
That's awesome.
I told
Well,
Monet, I was
nice.
like, I want to be able to watch this and remember what you say. So
Yes,
yeah.
I know.
Okay. Because these are subtle changes that that I feel like just make such a big difference.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Stephanie. That's all I'm seeing really is
Yeah.
your voice is so good, your confidence is so good, your information is exact, your
Yeah.
transitions, you're saying the breathing, you're saying everything, and you're giving really nice corrections. So,
Okay.
and Monet's doing a fabulous job.
Yeah, she's a
So
great lady.
it literally is tweak it a little bit, and suddenly the whole thing changes.
Yes.
And that's kind of where you are, I think, with your teaching now. Is to
Okay.
start. You know how to teach the stuff.
Yeah.
You're fine,
Yeah.
right? So it's now like, wow, Monet, let's work on this. Let's see, how do I make this thing come to life?
Yeah,
How
definitely.
do I make it feel like it's a surprise? It's so amazing and special,
Yeah.
and it's not repetitive and kind of a little bit dull and
Right.
perfect.
Right.
You know, and it truly is very often it's an inch here, an inch there, get the
Yeah.
heels up, lift the toes a little bit more, lift the shoulders, scoot back, just tiny little adjustments, and
Okay.
suddenly it's a new thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
great.
kind of, notice that, and we'll
Okay.
keep talking about it.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Okay, so go ahead and bring your knuckles together. Good. And I'd say lift your hands up just a little bit more and then curl through. So you want to keep the carriage closed. As you,
Can I scoot?
Yeah,
back?
just
I
a
don't
little
have to
bit.
be toward all the way to that.
No, you want to go the other way.
so when she's up, does the carriage have to stay closed?
Yes.
Okay. So
And the hands will be farther behind her than she likes.
okay.
Yeah. But you still have to curl.
Yes.
You have to curl. You just don't pull the handle.
Okay.
So you might put your hand behind her head or up her back and get her up, and then get those knees to your ears. Yeah, this is the starting position, elbows wide.
Inhale to reach.
Yeah, you're there. And you go up and you go out and you pull, and then you go all the way back.
Go curl.
Exhale all the way back, elbows two, elbows two. Yeah, and don't pull till the third count. Okay, 1, straighten up.
Go ahead. Circle.
2, open, but don't pull. Don't pull on 2.
I don't get it.
So
Just open.
Keep the carriage closed. Yeah. So
Yeah.
When you go ahead and start moving, but when you're opening,
so
you should keep the
not
carriage
be-
closed the whole time until you
Keep
get
going,
to the
keep
widest
going.
portion.
Don't
Keep
move
going.
your legs yet. Keep your legs up at 90.
And then now, when you start to
Now you pull. Inhale up and exhale all the way home again.
We reversing.
yeah, go ahead and reverse. Press out.
And then all the way home, right away on 2. All the way home.
All the way. Keep going. Keep going. So like go wide first to bring your carriage home, and then you bend back in. Yep. And then
You bring your legs to 90. Even though they're wide, they're at 90.
Okay.
Arms and legs all the way to 90. Go ahead, open wide.
Yep. Keep
Open
going,
wide.
keep
Keep
going,
coming, keep coming, keep coming. Bring your legs home. Bring them home. Bring them home. They don't close yet.
They
So
don't.
they don't close here.
No, but they come all the way home.
I'm home.
Bring them back.
The carriage is home.
Then they close.
Okay. So
And then they bend.
she opens and brings her legs up to 90 until the carriage comes closed, and then once it's
Oh my goodness gracious.
It's a fire alarm.
Oh my word.
closed, we have a fire alarm.
Okay.
Hold on.
Why don't you go see?
No, I think it's okay. We have a restaurant
Okay.
upstairs. We have a restaurant upstairs that
Uh-oh.
stuff goes off all the time. But it's
Okay.
never been in our studio before. That's crazy. Normally it's out in the hallway. But maybe one of you go check real quick.
Yeah. Do you want to go? Somebody's going to go check?
Yeah, they're going to go check.
So can we do?
Okay, so let me say
can we
it
go
again,
over that
because
again?
this one is, everybody gets this one a little bit wrong.
Okay.
So everything moves together, right? So arms and legs, and then arms and legs,
Okay.
and then arms and legs. And so you pull first direction, you open wide,
2.
and you keep opening wide, but don't let your legs go forward like that.
So-
Bring your legs closer to you and your arms shoulder height. Yeah, so that you could pull everything all at once from wide. Right? Yes. And thumbs come together on top of your thighs.
And then the reverse.
Thumbs come together.
Then you reverse. Yeah, thumbs come together on top of your thighs.
When I'm here?
Yes.
Yes.
And then.
Okay, so then
Okay.
when you do the reverse, right, you go down like that.
Press long, you're reversing. Good.
Then you open everything wide and bring your carriage all the way home wide. Bring it all the way home. Legs come up, legs come up, legs come up, legs come up. Then you close everything and bend. Yes.
Okay.
More belly.
Yeah. She said it's a lot more belly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good job. Let's go ahead and do teaser. Up to drop your springs and roll on back. Good. And then take your legs long and find active legs right away. So you're not just like sprawled out here. You're already active to prepare for your teaser. You're going to inhale, sweep into those hands to roll on up, lifting simultaneously. So I would say bring your feet up just a little bit faster, and then find your circle, opening at the top, sweeping down, around, and exhale back up. Open, down, around, and exhale back up. Last one. Good. You reach
So
your
palms
fingers and
up.
toes. Palms up.
Palms up, yes.
Even more. So like look up towards the top of the mirror. There you go.
There you
Good.
go.
And then you
Oh,
go
nice
down from
job.
Here as that spring feeds into your belly. Good job. That was really nice. Now you
I bring her, scoot her down her box a little bit.
So she
More
said
down.
this way.
Yeah, so when she comes up, there's a little more spring to deal with.
Okay.
If you're up too far on your box, it's kind of like the spring's over here.
Okay.
Whereas if you're down a little farther on your box, then it's going to be in you.
Okay. All right. So squeeze those legs together.
I know, sorry.
You should have scooted it back.
Flex your
We
feet.
had a whole conversation and tested it ahead of time too, but we did not test it here. Okay.
So you can come up to that. There you go. Nice.
Down and around. Good. And you keep that lift way up here, up towards the top of the mirror. Good.
Yes,
Down
and palms
around.
up,
Keep that
palms
lift,
up.
Palms up. Up.
That's it. So you use that outer line of your hand a little bit.
Last one. Good. Palms up, palms up. Try to keep them up during your circles. So we're way up here, and then you're looking up here. Your hands are up here as you roll down. Good. Nice.
Nice job. There you go.
Last one. Keep that squeeze into the legs. Inhale and then exhale. Good. Lift on up. So keep your lift. Keep your lift in your upper body and your eyes. Like look above me as you find your salute. Look up. Good. Nice. Monet. Look up. Good. Keep that chest lifted up. Last. Reach. Flip the palms. Keep the lift way up here. Way up here. Good. And then start
Nice
to
job.
roll
Very
on
nice
down.
job.
Roll on down. Good job. Nice.
Okay.
Woo, that was
Beautiful.
great.
Stephanie, the only thing I want to say, I wrote it down, but because your audio taping, inhale the whole way up,
Okay.
right? So you inhale all the way up,
Yeah.
and then you
exhale
circle.
to circle.
And inhale up, and circle.
We were talking yesterday how there's a couple of moves that I have modified for myself and added extra breaths in, and then I get
Yes.
stuck in that and think that that's the breathing pattern. So
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah,
it
yeah,
here,
yeah.
but
That's
definitely-
really so important to know because you will say, try it like this, do it like this, practice it like this. We kind of coined a little phrase, for you for now,
Yes, yeah. For
right?
modification,
And then
right?
remember, that was for you, and that was only for now.
Right.
and kind of get rid of it on your own,
Yes.
but make sure you don't teach it to everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how it happens. It's a game of telephone, and it goes
And
just like that.
Again, it's such a subtle thing that you just like, you get in that rhythm of teaching it, and then you forget that,
Yeah.
oh wait, I made that modification for myself way back when, and
Exactly.
I shouldn't be teaching it that way. Yeah,
Happens
that's
all the time.
Go ahead and step off, take your box off. And then, do you want to do one red or do you want to do one red? Okay. So you're going to go and take your feet together. You can gear out, yep. So she is going to gear out for a long stretch.
Oh, stretch, yeah. Okay, totally.
Go ahead and step on. Good, and then I want your heels over the balls of your feet. So you got that extra space, so go ahead and use it there. Good.
And technically, ankle bones over the balls of the feet.
Oh, ankles, not the heels.
Ankle bones, not heels.
Okay, so you can.
So you're really in a pretty 90-degree ankle flexion. You're just not hanging.
Okay, so does that look?
Yeah.
Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good. Inhale. Good. And I want you to keep letting the top of your chest kind of feed through. Good. Keep this engaged. Yes. Nice. Just to soften that a little
Do
bit.
you have her on one spring, one red?
One red.
Can you go bigger? Just go. Go out there and come back in. That's right. And you clean her form up, but don't limit her too much.
Okay. Okay.
Right? So if you feel like, oh, she was hunching her back or something, don't inhibit
Okay.
too much. Allow as much range as is strong and safe on her, which is a lot of range, like in Swan.
Okay.
Go for full range and just clean form up and make it safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I really want you to get on the balls of your feet there, and then really send those heels on back. Good. And then you're going to find your lift and your arch forward. So wrap the arms. Good. And then find that lift of the stomach. Like stretch the belly. Inhale to press on back. Good. And then you're pulling your chest up and through. You're getting a deeper extension each time. Great. Inhale and exhale. You're letting the stance of the feet feed that spring all the way through you.
Great job. The eyes stay up the whole time. The shape doesn't change.
So keep
So keep the eyes.
Yep. Keep your eyes.
They could be way up, way up, way up, way. Go farther, go farther, go far. Oh, now we're talking. You can go farther, go farther. The other way too. Go out, 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 out. Exhale, exhale, exhale. So yeah, and you just watch, that she doesn't overdo the neck.
Yes, yeah. It did look a little trappy the last couple of times, so.
Yeah.
Do you want to stay geared out? Yes. Okay.
And
I
then
want you to curl forward and stand on your hands more. Good, so that I'm going to let go of the camera.
get her heels up much higher.
So heels.
Way up there. There we go. So we're way up like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was 3/4 as well, like 3/4 of the way up the shoulder block. No, up high.
Not a rule, just up high, yeah.
And then
So that when she pushes, just so you kind of know too, Stephanie, when she pushes, she'll push with her feet from her hands,
Okay.
right? If she takes the feet lower, just try it, Monet. If you take your feet lower, you're basically going to push with your knees and your calves. And it's going to be, when she gets down there, she's going to be way over flexed in her ankle.
Okay. Gotcha.
So she's way up here, like, oh my gosh, I have no choice. I got to be up.
Yeah.
And then I push from my hands to my feet with no hyperextension. Yes, and then my foot is in a nice flexion when I get there.
Good.
Gorgeous.
Good.
Gorgeous.
Inhale to press.
Fantastic.
Good.
I mean, that's just fantastic.
Inhale. And
Yeah, and you see how the ankle is in a nice angle.
Right. And I would
Same
even say,
angle as long stretch.
Stand, make sure you're standing
feels
equally
better.
through both balls of the feet, because you kind of roll out to your pinky toe edge. Up, down combo. So you're going to go ahead and find that same curl. Inhale to press on back. Good. Lift the head, the neck, the shoulders, and pull that through all the way. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. Press straight back out, and then you curl, 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 and find that flexion pulling into you. Good. So on this one, do we bring it all back together? Like, do her hips kind of lift simultaneously as she's coming back in?
So
Yes.
It's not in and then.
Yes.
So it's not quite
As exaggerated.
Yeah, you don't come in like upstretched. You come in
together.
reversed.
Okay.
Yeah, so you pike up and out and arch, and then you go out and you pike up and home. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying on.
See if I said that right. Yeah, so.
Inhale to press on back. Good. And then you lift and
You
go.
arch.
And you go and you go. Good. And
Shout your arch, and then pike up and curl. You got it. Perfect.
Okay.
Beautiful.
No, we're doing.
Elephant. So you're going to inhale to press on back. Ground through those heels and lighten the toes here. And then you want to try to turn off the quads as much as possible and find that belly. You want to think about opening the spine. Good. Last one. Very nice. And then you go ahead and come on up for arabesque.
Arabesque the same way then with the heel? So
Arabesque would be the same heel then? Okay.
Yep.
So get it on up there. Good. And then take one leg
Forces
back.
you to be way up, you know.
Yeah. And then get that up as high as you can. Good. Nice self-correction. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale.
But still keep your weight over your hands a little bit more. Yeah, so you're in your curl. That's right.
There you go. Last one. Sweep all the way down and through and switch. And get it up there. Good. And then bring, yes. And then you keep, that helps to keep your weight centered. Good. Find your
Still keep your weight, over your hands a little bit more. Yeah, so it doesn't make you fall off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Go all the way flat foot.
Yeah, so you're still keeping your upper ab curl.
Find your midline. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, good job. Nice job.
Good. Sweep it down. And then, yeah, good job finding that midline and then get it up there. Good. And keep your curl, and your curl is what brings you home. Good. Your curl is what brings you home. Last one. Good. And then you sweep around and pull on the back stretch.
And Monet, let me ask you, why are you just doing the intermediate?
The program?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I didn't really know what I was getting into.
Okay.
Looking back, I wish I would have just done the advanced, but I wasn't sure if I could do it physically. It makes...
She's a little crazy.
I get nervous.
She's a great body, and we use her all the time, so she definitely has the ability.
Yeah. I was going to say, you should just continue right on through.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right, go ahead and take your feet on. Good, and then really push up and out of those arms. Good, and you go ahead and press on out. And then find, good, keeping that open shoulder, you press into those palms. Good job.
Go the other way first.
It's down first?
Down first?
Yes.
Okay.
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 I go down.
Yep, and then keep that open shoulder. Then press into those palms to lift up and keep your chest lifted
Nice.
more. Good. Then down, don't collapse your rib cage and your sternum there. Good. And then you keep that lift as you come back home.
Yeah.
Good. Keep your lift, keep your lift, keep your lift. Good. And then reverse. Out. Come on back. And then press into those palms. Stand on those arms. Good.
Just keep your eyes up now. Look up. Yeah.
Good. Nice. And then go ahead and step on. Very
Nice.
We'll go ahead and add the pad for stomach massage. Do you want to take your down? Yep. Good. And then you go ahead and sit down, step on. Feet go to Pilates V. And you want those arms nice and wide. Good. And keep that lifted C curve. Good. Inhale to press on out. Lower lift, and then exhale, your belly pulls you home. Good, and go faster. Inhale, lower lift, exhale. Inhale, lower lift, exhale. Good, don't let it
What if again you got those heels much higher and lifted all 10 toes and made her work her feet or ankles a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't slide around the bar. You articulate your feet. Articulate them into flexion, and then articulate them back up again, and lift your toes. Lift them a little bit so you know you're pushing with the ball of the foot. Heels up. Yes.
Yep, keep going. Good.
And then heels way up, and keep them way up when you come in. Lift them higher. Lift your feet. Yeah, and get where you can push. Because again, she's a little high on the foot bar. Yeah.
Okay.
Way back to first footwork, right? Way up there. Yes. Stay up there. Yes. Go up there. Lift them. Go. Yeah, they shouldn't drop. Yeah. There you go. Way up now. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Good job. Arms back. Okay, so keep them up there.
Really nice and high. Yeah, strong feet.
Good. Now keep your sternum lifted and
Yes.
press on out. Good. Keep that sternum lifted even more.
Get her hips forward like 4 inches.
Towards me.
Yeah.
They slide.
Go. Keep going. Now lift your heels up nice and high. Flex your toes so you know you're on the balls of your feet. And push. Yes. Push.
Keep pushing off this.
Right.
Keep even
Those are
pushing
your
here
swan
as your
feet.
ankle flex.
Yeah. Keep them pushing. Right.
Good.
Yeah. So you really feel like you're on your feet. Yeah.
Okay. That's where it gets dicey. So chest up, yep, and then look up. Good. And then exhale, no lower lift. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Keep your lift. Good. And exhale.
I just want to fall.
Inhale. So keep this lift. Relax your shoulders. Yes, but let your spine feed up through. Good.
Stay up.
Keep that
Yes.
lift. Keep that lift. Keep your lift and bend at your hips.
You got it, girls.
Nice. That was a nice one.
Now we're talking.
Keep your lift, bend your hips. Nice, relax your shoulders. 2 more. Keep your lift, bend your hips. Last one. Good.
Yeah, you get to let your spine curl and release. Yeah, and twist. Go right into it.
Yeah.
I'm just twist.
I'm just getting on done with this.
Okay. Twist and open. Good. Keep that lift of the spine to get your twist, okay? Good. Can you grab a fan? Good. And then don't just take your arm, but take your whole chest and belly twist, okay? Good. Keep them lifted. Push away from your feet. Good. Keep them lifted. Push away from your feet. Good. One more each side. Good. Very nice. And then your circles. Bend. Yeah, come on home. And then
There you
stay
go.
Here. Stay up here to do your circles. Yes. Good. Nice. And you keep your lift. Keep your lift. Just good job.
It's a work in progress for me.
Good job. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some tendon stretch. So you want to say out.
No, I want to.
You not put the pad there?
Okay.
No, I mean, you don't use it on the front edge of the carriage?
Do we have
No.
to?
No.
I don't
I
normally.
would suggest that you do use it on long stretch,
Okay.
Ours are really
only
thick, too.
because of the potential for slipping
Okay.
on long stretch. But if you don't need it for tendon stretch, then no.
Okay. I feel like
Yeah.
our pads are a little slicker too, so they don't really help. I mean, we have the grippies, like the drawer liner grippies
Yeah.
that we sometimes use for grippier stuff, but
Yeah.
we tend not to use these for that reason.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how much choice you have, but I would consider getting some of like the sticky black pads that
Okay.
Balance Body has.
Okay.
Like I know Balance Body sells those too.
Yes.
30 years ago, I got those pads. I got like from the guy who owned the trademark before Sean Gallagher. I got the name of the place to get those pads from him.
Yeah.
But honestly, they're not so good.
No.
So honestly, the black sticky ones that Bounce Body also sells are nicer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you say gear back in?
Yeah. So I feel more
Curl to go. Okay. So you go ahead and do hand, foot. Good. And then you want your hips over your center ankle, and then curl on up and in. Good. And you press into those strong arms to curl. Look, don't set your hips back to get there. Good. Yep. Good. Curl. Good. And then you receive that spring to curl you forward. Good. Nice.
Nice job.
Inhale. Good job, Monet. Keep it forward. You're curling into yourself. Good. And then you exhale. You keep it forward. Good job. Nice. One more.
And can she do one by herself?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm not going back. I'm curling.
Yep. Keep curling. Good. Nice. And then don't sit your hips back. You curl into your belly to come back up.
Nice job. Very nice job, ladies.
Short side. Okay. And lay on down.
And how do you do short spine with those straps? Do you just keep them the way they are?
Mm-hmm. We do, but I have been shortening mine actually to do short spine because I don't feel like it gives me enough lift.
Yes.
So let's go ahead
I
and
think
put them
this
on the
is-
silver. No, let's put them on the silver because this I feel like is too long.
Okay. I was thinking I had done this notch to this.
Oh,
That could be wrong.
okay. Let's try this and let me know what you think. Because this is how I've been practicing. And they're easy enough to change. Okay.
Yeah, because I was going to say back way at the beginning when you guys were doing overhead,
Mm-hmm.
We're uneven.
you want to roll over farther.
I need this one needs to be
Okay.
shorter.
And
you
I
think
think,
that's
yeah,
not
if
enough
you're working
spring?
with long straps in short spine, I'd actually make them shorter. I'd make them probably 3 inches shorter than that.
So head
Then
rest.
it's 3 inches shorter
Yeah.
than what they are.
So
Okay.
take it to the
Yeah.
headrest.
Yeah, like maybe to the top of the headrest.
I don't know where you have it on the headrest, so back
Right
up.
here. More tight. A little more.
They feel
So you start rolling up, because if you were to say to me, Stephanie, like, aside from teaching Monet how to do level 4 Pilates really well,
Mm-hmm.
what would you really wish that Pilates would do more for Monet?
I would probably say try to work out some of the tightnesses or some of the overdevelopment, balance that out a little bit more for her.
Okay.
I've worked a lot with her body, so I know that she's kind of got a little bit of a funky foot thing, like she tends to roll to the pinky toe edge of her foot often.
Okay.
So try to balance out things like that, and then try to balance out some of the muscularity in the upper back and upper body.
Yes. Right. Okay. So
Tightness there.
imagine, like she's a lovely piece of clay or a sponge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if she were to roll over a little further in her overhead and her short spine,
Mm-hmm.
she would get much more softening and pliability in her upper spine and her shoulders.
Okay.
And if she's only going to go not as far like she did in Jackknife, she's going to hold tension in her upper back.
Okay.
Right? So you get to start now. You know how to teach somebody how to do Pilates really well.
Yeah.
That is not a great end game.
Mm-hmm.
That's your tools.
Right.
The end game is, how does this heal and make Monet the most amazing person she could ever be?
Yeah.
How do I make it so that she doesn't just use her strength for her strength, or she
Right.
doesn't just get good at doing these exercises, but that in fact it somehow changes her chemistry almost,
Yeah.
right? So as you do short spine and you think about having those straps much shorter, which is what they should be,
Mm-hmm.
probably they should be a minimum of 10 inches shorter than where the hand would be if you were doing 100.
Okay.
right? So it should probably be a minimum 10 inches shorter.
Okay.
So that when she rolls over farther. She gets out of her back and into her shoulders and neck and starts massaging through there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It totally makes sense. I think that sometimes I personally get hung up on what I feel like the rules are instead of like seeing me knowing what she needs and then being able to make adjustments to fit what she needs. And actually, I didn't know that about the straps, so that's super helpful too. That they should be shorter, and that we need to be doing them shorter, especially for someone like her who is tall and capable and strong.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good to know. That's very
So
good.
that's where you are now. You know all the rules. It's like, let's say you were playing the piano, right? You learn the rules.
Right.
Get good at the technique, but eventually you get to be like, I like it like this.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it should be like this, eventually you get to be like, but for Monet, I feel like, we're going to do this spring. We're going to do this number of reps. We're going to flex your feet. We're going to point your feet. We're going to move you up or down the box. We're going to see if there isn't another way to get something a little cooler out of this. Like you get to do that now with a really high-end body, and with your caliber of teaching, you get to start saying, I don't know, Monet, let's just try like this and see if in fact, not just for the total fun of experimenting or being crazy, but for the purpose of seeing if you can't get a little more change out of her. Good change.
That's great. That's great.
So seeing how those short spine straps make a difference, I think, will be eye-opening for you.
Okay. Well, let's do that.
So you see already, she just has to roll farther and lift more.
And then go ahead and open the spring to
Yep.
down.
Looks pretty good.
Good. And then you inhale to press on out. And then you ride that spring and use that spring to create the lift. So try not to stop when you're out there on the next one, okay? And you keep
Go, 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 go. Go farther. Go up more, up more, up more. Up more. Yes. Don't fall on your neck, but stay up. Bend, and then you can really start to roll right through your heart and your lungs and your shoulder girdle and your,
Good.
Really
Not
nice.
your legs and your feet. I want this. Yes, more. Good. And then you can bring this feet on down. Good.
And up, and up, and up, 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 up. More up than over. Woo, but don't lose your strap.
Stay into those straps. Okay.
Yes. So she could get to high frog, right? Like eventually, you have to get all the way up in here.
Lay this and really go all the way from the top of the spine. Good. Keep going from the top of that spine, top of that spine, top of the spine. Good. So even more here.
Now right here, right? Keep the thighs right where they are. Keep pressing belly to sacrum, right? But don't move your knees too much. Just bend your knees. Into you, into you, into you, into you more, into you more, into you more, into you more, right? So you went like this, you went, I am empty, 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 and the next thing I gotta do is inhale.
Belly back up, okay.
All the way up, up we go, up we go. Pick your back up, pick your back up. Yes, be up here, why not?
Good.
Oops, bend your knees, but stay in control. And roll it through. So you see how she's starting to get her shoulder girdle so much more malleable. And then keep your feet, roll your spine, take your belly as low as it'll go, as low as it'll go, as low as it'll go, as low as it'll go. And then keep your knees in there and bend deep into your rolling like a ball position. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Full flexion of every cell into full expansion of every cell.
Okay.
So you rinse tissue
Uh-huh.
and you remind tissue that it can go all the way to here and then all the way to here versus learn how to move in space like that.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
how do you make it change chemistry
Okay.
versus teach her technical stuff?
Okay.
You know, she already knows how to do it right.
Yeah.
You're well past that.
Yeah.
so then you get to start making it make a bigger difference. And you can do that even at level 1 client or something, you teach them the choreography, which takes about a minute.
Yeah.
That's it.
So even someone who doesn't know choreography, then you would teach them maybe on the first rep the choreography and the breath, and then start seeking all of that other information. Okay. Because
absolutely. I mean, unless they're stuck in, the choreography is still blowing my mind. I can't even figure out what you're talking about. But as soon as they start, even footwork, put your feet here, push out and in. Great. Yeah. Inhale, exhale. Great. Okay, we're done learning the choreography. Yeah. Unless they're struggling with that, then you don't add anything else. But if you start thinking, okay, great, now that's your tool, but here's what we're going to do. Okay. Start breathing, start learning the body, start teaching them something about themselves, start trying to get to the full return to life concepts, of the internal shower and the deep heat and the reorganization that cleanses and reoxygenates tissue and your guys are rocking it. Okay. It's awesome.
Good. Okay.
But after a while you could maybe get even kind of bored yourself, right? Because you're like, great, I could put a video on and they would do it. Right. So how is your unique vision as a teacher, having a unique vision of this particular client in this particular moment, the most precious resource we have? Yeah. Yeah. You're there with her. You get to see her. She gets to tell you whether it feels good or what's bothering her today, which is so different from, once again, reminding her this is the choreography or how many reps you do or how many, whether even you inhale here or exhale here. That's required. Yeah. It's not like the end game. Okay. You get to fully express what you think would be so fabulous for her. Yeah. And have this amazing little collaboration go on between the two of you.
I guess my hang up is just like realizing when it's okay to do that, especially with clients who are not Monet, because she's a healthy, very strong body, and a lot of the clients that we see here are the complete opposite end of the spectrum. And so it's just knowing like when is safe, and just reminding myself to not be afraid that I'm going to break them, because movement can kind of change and heal instead of like keeping them limited in the rules.
It's an awesome question. It's an ongoing question. There's not a black and white answer to that one. I do think that what might be really nice for you right now would be to take a little moment. You know how to teach Pilates. You don't have to worry about that part. Yeah. But what you do maybe want to get a little clearer about is, how do I feel confident in myself to know how to answer that question for yourself, right? And I find the two best questions to answer, and you'll answer them now and then maybe you'll re-answer them again at some point, is, what is Pilates? Like, is it a bunch of exercises you learn to do well, or is it this opportunity for something amazing to occur? Yeah. What would that be, and how might I help make that happen instead of teaching everybody how to do it right? Right. Which is a piece of it, but it's not the end game.
And honestly, sorry, go ahead.
And then I said, and the second question is, why do I teach it? What's my mission? What's my meaning? Why am I interested in this? Why do I find joy in this? What is it I hope to do with it, So once, I got really clear, Pilates is this amazing opportunity to totally cleanse the body, to take the body and turn it back into a sponge and then empty it and fill it and empty it and fill it. So it's constantly flushing itself. Yeah. And that is the path to health for through Pilates.
Right.
And then why I thought it was important that happened for people is because I do think that is the path to world peace.
Yeah.
I'm very clear. If everybody feels that amazing in their body, we're going to have world peace instead of all the crap we have. Right? So then when I'm teaching somebody, that answers the question for me. Is this what I want to be teaching? Do I feel like this is doing that for this person? Right. And the clearer you get, the more you start to trust your intuition a little bit more around whether this will be safe or wise or what. Because as the body starts to flush and get open, everything gets safer.
Yeah.
So you push oxygen into tissue and suddenly it goes much farther.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing to watch how bodies will evolve if we get it oxygenated like a sponge filled from deep cellular spaces. And then suddenly you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you just did that. And everybody's like, oh, it's unbelievable. You know, like I didn't think I could do it, but I could. Yeah. And that's an empowering moment. And that's, you know, makes people feel so good in their bodies and feel so safe and secure and strong. And, you know, it begins to answer some of that fear-based questioning that you have to have. It's not that you shouldn't go through the process, you know, that just disappears. But there are some steps to help you move from where you are right now to that next place that you're beginning to crave a little bit.
Yeah. And I do feel like, you know, since I'm in the Bridge program, I've obviously had a comprehensive program prior, and my husband asks me all the time, like, do you feel like there's a big difference, or do you feel like you're getting more from this program? And he asked me just last night on our walk, and I said, basically what you're telling me is that I feel like before I was teaching exercises, and I was teaching a workout program, where now I feel like, and it's, you know, an ongoing process and something I'm still working in, obviously, but I feel like I'm starting to kind of milk more change from people than just teaching an exercise. And so it's really neat to kind of feel that evolution as a Pilates teacher, and to know that I can continue to move down that better path.
I know.
So.
For us, you know, for us, it's just so, I mean, the most beautiful piece is, you know, almost anybody could learn how to teach Pilates well.
Right.
You know, that's just a bunch of skill building and memorization and practice.
Right.
Becoming more of an artist with it, becoming more of the unique person to whom, or like, because nobody else thinks the way you do. Nobody else sees the way you do.
Yeah.
So we want to capture that phenomenal, unique perspective and nurture that a little bit more, so that, you know, you can teach the same exercises for a lifetime, but every single time they're different because you're using them for some deep reason. Yeah. And that keeps it forever interesting. I mean, I've been doing it for 30 years and I've never once been bored, ever.
Yeah.
And it's footwork again.
Right.
You know, have a seat, lie down, put your feet right here. Okay, here we go. But it's not boring because it's brand new every time.
Right.
You know, because you're using you're beyond the rules a little bit. You don't throw the rules out, but you're not stuck in that.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I would really encourage you right now, is to just kind of milk that question that, you know, your husband was asking you, and the start of your answer for it. I'd go back and reread Return to Life.
Okay.
You know, even if you just read 2 pages of it and then chew on that, because there's so much in there.
Absolutely.
All you did was read the first 2 pages and then think, all right, I'm going to teach that for a week.
Yeah.
That will open your mind to a new level of curiosity and ability to see. I always liken it to, like, if this was a painting class or something, you know, and we put a still life on a table and we had Renoir and Matisse and Picasso and, you know, maybe some people from 1200 and then somebody who's like totally abstract. They're going to draw a picture of this. They're going to do what they would do.
Yeah.
You know, and it's still going to be that same
Right.
Still life, but everybody has such a phenomenally unique way of interpreting it. And it's not for art in our case, it's for health, but it's amazing how creative you could be with that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I would say, I mean, you're fabulous. Your teaching is awesome.
Thank you.
Monet, you should definitely just keep on keeping on because you're awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're awesome, and you're already past intermediate in terms of your performance, which is usually the hardest part for people.
Yeah.
So
Well, thank you. That
don't
means a
stop
lot.
now.
She was worried about being the body today, and I'm like, you
Yeah,
have nothing
no.
to worry about.
Yeah, don't worry about it at all. It's awesome. But and for you, Steph, now just say, you know, enjoy it now. Really start enjoying it, and I don't know, you know, read anything. I read it and read, whether it's anatomy or politics or novels or anything, you know, all of it helps you develop who you are as a teacher, who you are as somebody who wants to help people in the world and help you clarify your mission, you know. So how would you define Pilates for yourself personally and as a teacher? And then why do you teach it? What's your mission? What do you hope to accomplish? Why do you love it? All of that stuff just helps you get much clearer and able to not fear so much, which is always everybody's biggest issue, and get to a place of more, you know, confidence and intuitive trust, and you're ready to go there. Absolutely.
Great.
It's gorgeous. Gorgeous job.
I did have a couple of just logistical questions.
Uh-huh.
So after side arms, when you do one side, can you then turn forward and do arm circles in between the other side?
That's what Romana would do.
Okay.
I sometimes find if we're doing just a quick level 4 or 5 and we're moving, I take the easiest path. If it seems like that's going to be the easiest one, that's what we do.
Okay.
But if I'm working on something, even with a class, you know, I may do the other side and then do circles just
to
because
stay focused.
it's organizing. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the other one was sort of a fast transitional idea.
Right.
More than, you know, learning something idea.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Great. That's great information.
Yeah, and feel free to, you know, if you want to Facebook message me or email me or something, text me, simple questions like that, you know, just do.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, or ask Reagan, and if she doesn't know, she can do that.
Okay.
Or whoever else you're working with. You're working with Reagan mostly?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. And what was your training before?
So I worked under Mary Brown, who worked. She originally trained with you, I think, maybe back in the 80s. That originally had trained from you, and the programs are very similar. And she, you know, I feel like maybe it was where I was in my own Pilates journey of like what I was able to pull from that program versus now I'm much further along than my initial program. So it could have been that too with how you know, with teaching exercises versus kind of milking more out of them.
Well, it shows. I mean, the strength of your original training shows. And then your hunger for whatever could come next.
Yeah.
You know, it's awesome. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate
You're welcome.
it, and it was great information.
Yeah.
Great information
Yeah.
today. So.
Cool.
All right.
Do it again whenever you want.
Okay. I'll probably be calling to schedule another one here soon.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you,
Okay.
Amy.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Great job.
Thank you.
Cool.
Ooh, that's done. I was sweating like a beast at one moment.
I thought your face kind of got like